for the first time ever, by demand, a massage request. So I had someone comment on my last video that they were having discomfort in their outer elbow, but it seemed to be stemming from their back. And where my mind goes when I hear that is the rotator cuff muscles. Your rotator cuff muscles, it's this whole back part of your shoulder here, and it's designed to keep your shoulder from going too far forward. But we all spend so much time typing, and in this position here, you can see those muscles now, they're stretched. They're being bent over a corner, and they really struggle with that. And when they get really tight, they can start to put pressure on the nerves that pass through your shoulder, but especially this nerve here that goes down through your tricep muscle, through your elbow, and out here, your brachioradialis, this muscle, your radial nerve. So this can get really hypersensitized, and it feels like it's right in your bone right there, but it's actually this whole line of tissue. So for this, we have a little bit of a prop. We have I have a golf ball, and I put it in a sock, a clean, non-stinky sock. I tied a knot in it. And why I did that is that if you have a ball and you're pushing against a wall or you're on the floor and that thing will go shooting out across the room, then you have to get up and get it every 2 minutes. It's a pain. So instead, this is how you can keep it secure. A little trick of the trade. And so what you're going to do first is locate your scapula, your shoulder blade, that bone in there. And it's difficult to get a lot of pressure with this over the shoulder position of my arm, so that's why I'm suggesting the golf ball or a lacrosse ball in a sock. And what you're going to do is just go into the bottom kind of 2/3 of your scapula, and there's one of the rotator cuff muscles there, and just do small circles until you find something that's tender. And then once you do that, you can move your shoulder. You can do internal external rotation of your arm like this under that pressure. And again, if you're on the ground, the weight of your shoulder is off. That gives it a lot more reprieve. And then you can work on here. This is your posterior deltoid. And again, circular motions till you find something that's tender. And now I'm just going to rest, put some pressure, just breathe, relax it. I'm going to demonstrate all these again laying down quickly too. You have more rotator cuff muscles along here. This is the outer border, the lateral border of my scapula. So I'm going to work in there and find things like that. Ropey. So now I can move my shoulder up and down. I can move it internal, external rotation. If it's really sensitive though, you can just really let your shoulder relax around that pressure. Let it go limp and loose. And then now that we've worked this whole line, you can work on your tricep muscle. And just word to the wise is to avoid the very direct center line. What you want to do instead is put pressure, but let it deflect off to the side. So instead of this being your bone and you putting the pressure right into the bone like that, instead angle it. Here, we'll do it this way. Instead of down this way, angle it to the side a little so the pressure is going off to the side. So I'm not crushing into the middle here. I'm just angling to the side here. Small circular motions. If you want to make it more intense, straighten your arm. That will stretch that muscle. Less intense is having it bent. And then all through here, just kind of work around small circular motions. And you might find, wowie, and then you can play with it, make it more intense, less intense. And then the final area we'll address real quick is this this part of the forearm is called the brachioradialis. You can kind of give it a little pinch. So from this angle, I'm giving that a little bit of a pinch, and you can kind of just roll it side to side. Again, I'm not crushing into it. I'm just squeezing it, and I'm trying to displace it off to the side. Let's see if I can find a good angle. There we go. Okay, so. And if you want it more intense, you can straighten the arm, lock the elbow. Less intense is to bend the arm, rest the arm. Just small circular motions in here. And then also we have the forearm extensors, sorry, that bring your wrists and your palm and your fingers back this way, you can just do circular motions all through here. And again, to more intense is to stretch it, less intense to bring it that way. And I'll just quickly demonstrate. You can go against a wall or a table or the floor. I have a table. Most people don't have a table throwing on, but you can throw a ball, the golf ball or lacrosse ball, under your shoulder, and you can use that to get the pressure. And this is really nice because now you can rest and you can have the weight of your arm relaxed, especially on the ground. If you're against the wall, not so much, but. And now I can kind of just move my shoulder underneath that pressure. So that was the back of the rotator cuff. Now this is the side of the rotator cuff. I can pinch it a little bit with my fingers to just get some more pressure. Then tricep, I can rest my tricep on it. I can do this to make it more intense. I can just hang out. You can use the weight of your other arm to add a little bit more pressure if you need. And then finally, this brachioradialis, I would suggest you could just massage it yourself. All right, so I'm open to taking requests. I, of course, can't diagnose things. I can't treat any things, but I can just work on general principles of things that can help you get some relief. And if something is really hurting you, check it out with your doctor. So what do you think? Is this helpful for your discomfort in the back of your shoulder, for your arms, for your elbows? And like, comment, subscribe. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm trying to start doing live streams, and apparently I need 1,000 people for that. I don't know what the deal is, but okay. So tell me, how'd you like this experience? Have a good one.